What's up, guys? Brett Boovy here, and I want to welcome you guys to our prospecting and showing people the opportunity video. So, to kind of dive into everything, why do we recruit in this business? Here's the why. This business model is very similar to like online franchising, right? Because I don't believe every single person's going to go out and get 1,000 customers their first month. Probably won't happen. But I guarantee you, every single person knows about 5 to 10 customers that they can, show the services to, and I guarantee you, everyone has 5 to 10 friends that would love the opportunity and love to make money, right? And so, when you go out and you share this with enough people, and we teach them how to go out and share it with enough people, what happens is this thing called the compound effect, right? What's the compound effect? Think of it like this: 2 becomes 4, 4 becomes 8. 8 becomes 16, 16 becomes 32, 32 to 64, 64 to 128, and you keep going on and on and on, and all of a sudden, the compound effect kicks in to where you have a big number. That's why you recruit in this business, is because that's how we're going to go out and share the opportunity with people. That's how we're going to go out and spread the word of Legal Shield. By recruiting. This is a recruiting organization. I want you guys to understand that. And recruiting is not a bad thing. If anyone ever tries to make you feel bad because you're recruiting, they don't know what they're talking about. Because here's the thing. Everyone recruits on a daily basis, right? You want a girlfriend, you want a boyfriend? Guess what? You're going to go recruit someone. Ever think about that? Right? You qualify people, and all of a sudden you try to find the best person that's going to fill that spot, right? We're recruiting all the time. Football, right? College football, pro football, what do? They recruit the best players. They want the best players on their team, right? With Legal Shield, we're trying to recruit. We're trying to have the best networkers on our team. And so, the reason why we go out and recruit is because of that aspect. Does that make sense to you guys? So the next thing that I want to go through is just overall prospecting, right? People think of like prospecting as this like thing that you go do, but honestly, it's just a way of life. It's just something that you naturally do, and it's funny because that's just called networking, right? Don't just think of prospecting as like this thing where it's like, I gotta go out and prospect people. No, think of it as networking, right? Similar to like, don't sell people, share with them. Don't prospect, network. So, when it comes to this business, how do you network with someone? Well, you have to understand that people do not care what you know until they know that you care. And so, when you're talking to people, get to know them. Ask them questions, right? What would you do if you were sitting with a random person in Starbucks and you're just talking with them, the conversation you're gonna have? What are you gonna go over, right? Well, I'll give you a little concept. This concept is called FORM, right? FORM. What FORM means is it's basically an outline on how to get to know someone, right? It's no strategic way to sell, nothing like that. It's just a way to network. And so think of it like this. The F in FORM stands for where someone's from, right? Because if we're sitting in a coffee shop, it'd be like, hey man, where are you from? Right? From. The O is their occupation, right? What do they do, right? What do you do, man? Where are you from? Oh, I'm from, Grand Rapids, Michigan. Awesome. What do you do there? Right? O, occupation. The R is recreation. What do they do in their spare time, right? Well, listen, man, when you're not a waiter at Applebee's, what do you do in your spare time? What are your hobbies, right? That's the R. And the M is motivation. What's their goals? What's their passions in life? Because here's the thing. I bet most people don't ask, like your friend, I guarantee you most friends aren't asking each other, dude, what's your passion? What do you want to do with your life? What are your goals? And so when you do that to someone, you're gonna build a rapport with them. They're gonna be like, wow, this person's pretty cool. He's asking me about my goals. You know what I mean? Like, no one does that. And so when it comes to FORM, right, you're going to get to know someone, ask them where they're from, occupation, what do they do, but not even just what they do, ask them why they do what they do. Oh, you're studying to become a doctor? Why? What's your interest in that? How did you get, into wanting to study the medical field, right? Just ask questions within their occupation. Recreation. What do you do in your spare time when you're going out and when you're going out and studying in the medical school or working at Applebee's? What do you do in your spare time? Play hockey, I hang out with friends, I read, whatever it may be. Just ask these questions. Make sure you recap. Here's another thing too, is that when you're talking to people, just recap what they've said before. Reason why is because it's showing that you're listening, right? Most people, they like to talk, and then what happens is that they are only thinking about what they're going to say next. They don't even listen to someone. You ever have that? And so just listen. Well, listen, what do you do in your spare time when you're not studying in the medical school or working at Applebee's? Oh, well, I'm, doing this, right? And so that's our recreation. Get to, what are their hobbies? And then lastly, motivation, right? What are your goals, man? What are you trying to do with your life? What's your passions? Get to know someone. That's the basis of what I'm just kind of going over. Be a friend, right? Network with someone. And so when you're going out networking, right, you're just going to ask questions. And the biggest thing you're trying to do is find the need, right? Because again, the only thing when you're showing this opportunity to someone is, what's in it for me? What's in it for me, Brett? Why are you showing me this opportunity? So what you need to do is when you're asking questions, just figure out the need, right? Someone goes, dude, I'm just at my job just to, because it's paying the bills right now. I'm stuck. I'm unfulfilled, right? I like to help people. I like to make money. I'm tired of having a job. I'm tired of having a boss, right? Wow. Those sound like needs. People need help. Guess what? Legal Shield is here to help provide that, right? The opportunity. So when you're going out and finding the need, it's a key thing to do simply because when you invite someone, you're going to tell them why they should check it out, right? Hey, Brett, you're a very like-minded individual. You're an influencer. You're a networker. Listen, man, I'm promoting smartphone apps and services in my spare time. And honestly, I think that you would absolutely kill it at what I'm doing simply because you like to help people. You like to make money. Right? You're looking for something new. You know what I mean? You're tired of your job. I might have something for you. Maybe it's for you, maybe it's not. I don't know. But if I sent you a video on what I'm doing, would you check it out? Sure, man. That sounds cool. You know what I mean? And so make sure that you're finding the need and you're talking to people and telling them why they should check out this opportunity. Okay? Last thing I'm going to go over, the opportunity pipeline. Right? Because a lot of people, it's like you're just going out and referring a lot of people. But when you understand that there's a platform, there's this, a pipeline on prospecting, or more so just showing people the opportunity, everything makes a lot more sense. And so if you're taking notes, which you should be, write this down. The first thing that you're going to do, the first part of this platform of, prospecting someone for the opportunity is the invite. Right? So think of it like this. Invite, that's the first part. Next is the presentation, right? That's not your job. That's the tool or the event's job. But the next part is the presentation. After that is the follow-up, right? It's the follow-up to where you're following up with someone. Did you watch the video? What'd you like best, right? Follow-up. Have them hop on through a call. Follow-up. Lastly is the close, to where when you close someone, right, you answered their questions, you saw, a third party, not you, a third party is answered their questions. They've basically seen if this is for them or not, and they're closing them on making a decision, not closing them to get in the business, closing them on making a decision, an educated decision to do this or not, right? And then lastly is the duplication, to help someone launch their business. So when you're talking to people, let's say I got a friend, right? First thing I'm gonna do is invite them. From the invite, I'm gonna show him the video, have him be at the opportunity, right? From there, I'm gonna get him to the follow-up, then the close, then the launch. Your job with this platform, with this pipeline, right, is to get as many people all the way through it as possible. When you do that, you're gonna make a lot of money here, right? But what will happen is you'll invite someone, and then you'll send them the video, and then you don't follow up with them. What? Why would you do that, right? It's like you want to go through each step, right? Or maybe you follow up with them, but you don't get them on a three-way call. Oh my gosh, why are you not getting them on a three-way call? They need a third-party credibility. They need a third party to explain this to them, to answer their questions. People just don't sign up, and if they do, that's awesome, but they still need to talk to someone. They need to see another perspective. Get people through this pipeline. When you do that, you're going to start finding a lot of success. And really, when you're going out and showing people the right way with this opportunity, and you go through each step, that's how you're going to build a business of people doing the same exact thing. Because your people, they're not going to do what you say, they're going to do what you do. And so if you're doing this, you're following this pipeline, your people are going to do the same thing. You're going to grow a big organization of people recruiting and finding customers, and you're going to make a lot of money here. And so with that, guys, I appreciate your time. Have a great day. We'll talk soon.